If Destiny's able to brainwash people and to program people, then that would imply that whoever is being programmed or brainwashed is programmable or able to be brainwashed. So if that's the case, then what are people programmed with now? Because if you look at the world as it exists outside, look at the systems that are in place, look at the consequences, it's very obvious that people are programmed already to basically only focus on their own survival and to focus on their own desires. And in actuality, if you really look at it, even your desires are programmed. You know, why do you like that specific car? Why do you like that specific drink? You can trace it all back to memories as experiences that you accepted. And when you really look at it, all desires and dreams, for that matter, that exist in the context of this current system are completely arbitrary. And so, destiny, in terms of structural resonance alignment, the Desteni I process, is about looking at your programming and investigating your programming. And it's not about being programmed by another, because you're already programmed by another. You're already programmed from the moment you enter this world by your parents, right? And it's not a judgment, but it's a fact. Your parent, when you touch the stove, they say no, and they slap your hand. That's programming you. If it wasn't, why would they do it, right? When you learn to drive a car, that's programming. That's brainwashing, right? When you learn to drive a car, you're not coming out of your mother's womb into this world knowing how to drive a car. You know, it takes a process, a physical process of learning, of programming yourself. And you have someone who does that, and they're called a driving instructor. And they program you. They brainwash you. When you go to church, they have you repeat things. When you go to school, they have you repeat things. When you go to the doctor says, do this, and you do it. And why do you trust the doctor? Because you're told to by your parents, and by your school. It's programming. It's brainwashing. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, because the thing is, even the word manipulation. The word manipulation just means to move things, to form things, to have an influence on things. And in itself is not right or wrong. So to say that destiny manipulates, I mean, I'm manipulating this recording device right now to record this video response. Manipulation is not right or wrong. Manipulation is a tool. Manipulation is simply the act of forming or influencing, right? When you make a sandwich, you manipulate the bread and the meat and the cheese and whatever you put on it, right? And the only reason you know how to make a sandwich is because you were programmed to be able to do it. You watched someone else do it, they taught you, you observed, and you learned that program through practice, and then you carry out that program. When you want to make a sandwich, you activate that program. And it works this way with everything in this reality. To say that destiny is the control system in this world is a delusion, because if destiny were in control of everything, it wouldn't be possible to make a video of basically hate against destiny. Why would that be allowed? It makes no sense, logically. Destiny is simply showing that if one consider what's best for all, right, if that's your starting point, if you want to consider that, then there are tools, such as self-forgiveness, right, and other tools that are presented in the Desteni I process, if you check it out, that allow you to look at your programming and to investigate your own starting point, the source of yourself, and to see what actually motivates you, right? When you walk into a room and you make an assessment of a room and you go up to a certain person to talk to them as opposed to someone else, like what made you perform that assessment, what made you consider certain things, why were you attracted to that specific car, right? What memories, what events led to that point? How have you created yourself as you are now? right? And destiny is simply a tool to take 100% self-responsibility for yourself and for your own programming. Because at the moment, we just exist as the programs themselves. And what destiny allows you to do is to actually become the programmer and the program one and equal. So that you're actually able to reprogram yourself so that you do what's best for all. Because at the moment, you are a program. There's no way of getting around that, right? But the question is, as a program, when you really look at it for yourself, do you want to be an abuser? Do you want to harm life with every single action you take? Because that's what this system is designed to do that we live in. It's designed to harm and abuse. And it's designed so that only very few don't experience that abuse. So that only very few benefit. So at the end of the day, you have to look at for yourself what it is that you stand for and whether you actually care about yourself. Because if you're doing something that's self-destructive, which is existing only as a program in a self-abusive system, then you're leading to your own destruction. You're actually participating in your own destruction, your own self-destruction. So you have to look and see if you really care even about yourself enough to reevaluate how you participate in this world and what your starting point is.